there's a great heavy ball weighing down on my heart.
The practice of mindfulness may help us to find out when, why that feeling comes. Again, sometimes something has been transmitted to you by your mother, your father, your ancestors. Some sorrow, some fear, some worries. And it's good that that he have encountered the practice of mindfulness. Because with the practice of mindfulness, we can help transform that for our mother, for our father, for our ancestors. Because we are the continuation of our father, our mother, our ancestors. They are still in us with their happiness and their suffering, their talents and also their shortcomings. So that feeling may be a result of some worry, some fear, some anger by former generations. We have to accept them. We have to accept them. So you practice breathing in and you accept it. This is a feeling of heaviness in my chest. And that can be transformed by the practice of mindfulness, by the practice of love and understanding. And you are aware that you are breathing in for your mother, for your father, for your ancestors. And you know that the practice of smiling, of releasing, of compassion can very well transform that kind of sorrow, that kind of anxiety, that kind of fear. And you do that out of love. You do that for your mother, for your brother, your father, for your grandfather, your grandmother, and so on. Many of us feel a kind of suffering that we do not understand. We don't understand why we suffer like that. We have not created that suffering, why it is there. The only answer is that it has been transmitted to us by society, by ancestors. And we have to accept first. And accepting makes us easier. And then the next step is to breathe in and out mindfully and smile to it. And realize that the practice of mindfulness, concentration and insight can help transform, because understanding and compassion, these are two kinds of energies that has the power to transform everything. It's like the sunshine. The sunshine can melt the snow and dry and help dry the tears. So understanding suffering and compassion that we practice can help transform the suffering of our father, our mother in us, our own suffering. And sometimes it can be done very quickly. Provided that you don't worry, you know that it can be transformed. And after 5 minutes of breathing, walking, resting, you might feel that it is gone. And the next time when it comes, we do the same. And if we continue like that, one day it will disappear and will not come back. But we have to keep the practice. We need someone to remind us to practice. That is why it's wonderful to have co-practitioners in our neighborhood, in our family. Every time we feel that, we remember to practice. And if we do not remember to practice, someone else will tell us to go back to our in-breath, out-breath, and practice. Thank you for asking the question. It helps many people.